The upper Midwest, let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one good for 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd down at 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
26. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch that. Check, right 54.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Rodgers. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jerry Judy. 29 yards. And the Packers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on first down. Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
How did he stay on his feet?
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. On play action, Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 50. 57. Mike, 57.
Rodgers going to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And down inside the 15 he goes. 81 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Preston Smith there on the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Lance. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And this one is no good. He missed it. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second down, another shot for Jones. First down and much more here for Jones.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Flushed out right. This one caught by Kittle. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lance going to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. There he goes left side. 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Kenny Clark gets him for the loss of 8. What great push up front. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here with a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker...
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, but the Packers have the first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, 49ers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. White, 15. Get your score ball. Right, cross, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
To throw, it's Lance.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I got 15. Double go.
Lance now to throw.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Lance. Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
San Francisco.
Here's Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it. Throw caught by Raymond.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
This is Mostert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Khalif Raymond
there to make the grab. And the 49ers get a score closer.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. No. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it.
This is Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Rodgers.
Drops this off with Gotw.
Complete to Gotw. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
18. Hey, 88.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers.
They'll check that down to Gotw out of the backfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, to give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, 26. 57. Mike, 57. 57 Mike. Mike, 57.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
From midfield, here's Lance. There's Mooney with another catch.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
San Francisco.
On play action, Lance.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
2nd and 8 coming up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Niners on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is third down and 12. Here's Lance to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. It's complete, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Busts through the tackle, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are right back in this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field, and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now a play fake. Lance
Gets this one to Juszczyk. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, 49ers.
Let's go. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Lock that in. 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
Off of play action. Here's Lance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Rodgers looking to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
One final try now for Lance.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well,
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves.